tínú wa dùn ara wa yá abẹ́ igi òrom̀bó. Thank you, dear. Yes, you guys, you're welcome to another great stream. Yes, today is Saturday, the 15th day of the first month of the new year, January 2022. Yes, Facebook are playing about, and I'm going to tell you exactly what Facebook are doing right now to the stream. Yes, they're not comfortable, and I got a mysterious call all the way from a mysterious number all the way from Nigeria today, and guess what? It was a place Bola Ahmed Tinubu was talking. That 234 number never got registered in my phone, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's been going on. You're welcome to the stream. The time in London is 60 minutes past 7 o'clock London time. Episode 141 of The Bleeding Edge is exactly what we are going into. Guys, let's see if the usual intro is going to play. Yes, it's not the magic. Yes, no delay this time around, no buffering. I think I sussed out the problems. Oh yes, guys. Ba 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 da, ba. Yes, you're welcome, guys. Welcome to another great stream. Have you shared it? If you haven't, you better do now. Because right now there are lots of revelations that's going to come your way. You think they're not watching you and I? They do. They do. They do. And I am pleased that at least I've got testimonies from some of you. Even though I'm not keeping an eye on some of them, but they do. It's good to be back. Yes. Darani Jojo Mwadike Eberechoko Adishomuju Akimboye Mario Thompson Yami Foluke, I can spot you as well. James Ogunlowo, I salute all of you that I'm looking at your name right in front of me in the studio. Welcome to the stream. Episode 141 of our usual series, The Bleeding Edge. That's exactly what we want to go into today. Share it. And from the other side, I can see you, Ayo Onobanjo from D9's Well Street. I can spot you, even though you're not commenting, I can still see you there. Esther Ewituga JP, you're welcome to the stream. Episode 141 of The Bleeding Edge is what we're going into. Make no mistakes. They watch you and I. And I'll give you instances that they watch you and I. because I got a mysterious call this afternoon as I was getting prepared. This was not a WhatsApp call, direct call on this device that I made public. And the number that called was +234 Nigeria 703 672 3919. That's the number. The mysterious number. Not registered. I picked it up because I ain't scared of no one. Did you get that? I ain't scared. I'm not scared of no bagger. +234 703 672 3919. That was the number that called me this afternoon. Saturday, the 15th day of the first month of January 2022, from London. And it was kind of a press conference, and I could hear behind the background Bola Ahmed Tinubu talking. I tried as much, as an investigative journalist, I tried as much as possible to listen for a few couple of minutes just to digest the person whose number is not recorded, and for them to call me on this device, this particular device. You get as it be. That's the only contact they've got of me, because that is the contact that scrolls in front of the screen. If you are really into me and in my caucus, you know the number to call. Not this one. You call this one because I opt and I made this number available. So any call that comes on this device comes from there, the stream. Comes from the stream. No qualm. You see, because guys share it. I was planning to come up with a special expose on Bola Ahmed Tinubu anyway. Yemi Oshibaju. And then the menu, I'm taking you through the menu. Between OBJ, Olusegun Obasanjo, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, Abdusalam Abubakar, and T.Y. Danjuma. Between those four people is our destiny in their hands. Make no mistakes, I'm not even bloody interested in the nation called Nigeria. Anyway, and then we're going to look into Hope 23. 2023. Hope 23 versus Hope 93. 30 years ago. So people will now come. They won't come where knowledge is being distributed. And then between Hope 2023 and Hope 1993, guess what? There is an uncracked code of 3 in between. And then Tunde Bakare, of course, we have to go into that. I've lined up everything for you. Everything. And I'll take them one after the other. See, but the very, very first thing I want to go into, let me tell you, perhaps some of you, you've never thought about this before, but I'll tell you. Let me show you this, if I may. And I think, no, I don't. I think it is. I think I cannot pick the call. I cannot pick the call because I'm streaming using that phone. Okay? Now, guys, I want you to look at this very well first. See, you've heard of Alao Akala that died. We're still going to dig a little bit deep into Alao Akala's death. But perhaps many of you are not even aware of the twist, the new twist, that the deaths of some of the past governors of Oyo State created. See, I said to some people, in as much as I hate to talk behind someone's death, let me tell you, there are some deaths that I will jubilate to. Inú mi á dùn wípé ẹni yẹn kú. Inú àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n benefit ní ara ẹni yẹn, inú wọn ò ní dùn. Ìyẹn ò mátà sí èmi. You see, what matters to me as an individual, let me tell you, is the fact that Nigeria and those moronic leaders are dream killers. They've killed many dreams. A lot of decent Nigerians, they want to go after their own dreams. But guess what? Rather than go after their dreams, they go after people. And because they never pursue their own dreams, and they will rather pursue the dreams of the likes of Alao Akala and one of the worst moronic element contesting and now slapping you lot in the face, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is this. Something I found disturbing is the fact that there's a new twist to Oyo State. Many of the Oyo State governors' death, and I'm going to blow it out for you to see, but you'll never get that. Many of you will be troubling me with Dele Momodu, this, that. Oh, it seems they are listening to you. Dele Momodu confirmed on Arise News he was not a Bolekaja journalist. Just like Elijah Folake, Alawiye called me and then said, they're listening to you, Frank. Let me give you the roll call of former Oyo State governors who died aged 71. Alawa Akala is the fourth. Are we going to carry on? Let's start. Governors in Oyo State that died aged 71. Kolakbo Ishola died aged 71. Something is wrong. They've got to carry out some spiritual cleansing, perhaps. Kolakbo Ishola, you heard, died aged 71. Lamidi Adeshino from the Action Congress when Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the governor of Lagos, Lam Adeshino became the governor of Oyo State. I personally met with Lam Adeshino when he came on an official visit to the UK, and he was with Beams in Peckham. Not only that, plus the Ondo State governor at the time, Adefarati. Lam Adeshino died aged 71. Second man, Kolakbo Ishola died aged 71. First. Lamidi Adeshino, Lam Adeshino equally died aged 71. Ajimobi, Isiaka Ajimobi, you remember him? He equally died aged 71. Check it out. And now, Alao Akala is just passed away, aged 71. What's going on? Elijah Folake Alawiye, good evening. What's going on? I did make mention of your name, Elijah Folake Alawiye, earlier on that, yes, some people, well, a supposed, guys, please share the stream right now. I'll acknowledge all of you later on, but please share it because there are new entrants into the stream on both YouTube, Facebook, from all the feeds. Facebook slammed me with a restriction as well, but I'm still streaming on Facebook, and I'll tell you that later on. What is wrong? How come governors in Oyo State are falling to their death aged 71? Is there something in the executive office that is beyond what human eyes cannot see, that is haunting them? More like a jinx or a hex hanging on them. Passion, ton fi non. Ìyálé ó wà lórí òkè àjà tó ń jà lórí ìyàwó tó fẹ́ wọlé. I've just added a new twist, a new dimension. Check it out. All those four governors, starting from Kolakbo Ishola, Lam Additional, Ajimobi, and Alao Akala, all of them died aged 71. They never died in office, but they died aged 71. Now, there is a tape. I'm going to play you. And that tape is very important. Some moronic elements, make no mistakes. Some people don't agree with me, and I don't expect many to agree with me, because I have to have, in an open space, antagonist as well. Yes, I have to have antagonist. Now, let's see this one. See, if you think you are God, you are not God. You are not just simply God. And I want you to please have a look at what this guy called Alao Akala said of Sheyi Makinde in 2018-2019. See, many people never understand the reasons why I put up a physical and spiritual fight with this moronic elements. This was the same guy that fooled Goodluck Ebele Jonathan when he subsequently managed to topple Ladoja through the help of Obasanjo and Amala politics. Lamidi Adedibu. May all these guys rot in hellfire. I'm repeating it. Let them rot in hellfire. I don't care the total number of mouths within their circles that they've managed to fill. Have they managed? Has Alao Akala managed to establish within Oyo State the Oyo State dreams for the Oyo State people? knowing fully well he was playing politics by saying, "Oh, Ogbomosho, Ogbomosho." Listen to this man that is probably roasting in hellfire as you and I are talking right now. Listen to this.
agbẹ́wò ló pàṣẹ kò sẹ́gbẹ́ tó lè pàṣẹ àwọn Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ló lè pàṣẹ àwọn èèyàn Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ló lè pàṣẹ kí wọ́n lọ wọlé nísìnyí wọ́n jà á jà níjà ni wọ́n fẹ́ dájà gbòòrò lẹ̀ ni ṣé wọ́n lè dúró tá a bá wà tá a bá já wọn lè kàrà sẹ́wọ̀n mọ̀ sá lọ ni tá làwọn ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ la pè á wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n fẹ́ yọ yẹn wọ́n yọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ wọ́n wá bàlù láti wá yọ wọ́n wá sọ ọ́fíìsì kọmíṣánná local government ni wọ́n ti yọ kìí ṣe pé wọ́n yọ ní kíní wọ́n adé ìdólógbòsọ ṣé wọ́n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìdólógbòsọ káwọn máa bọ̀ tábàjá wọn lè kọ́ lásán wọn máa ké.
tábàjá wọn lè kọ́ lásán wọn máa ké. You see that? You hear that?
kò sínú ẹgbẹ́ APC ṣé ìgbọ́rọ̀ gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ kan náà ni.
See that?
ó ti yáyé pé tọmọ mi lọ yàtọ̀ ṣé báwọn kan tí àwọn kan bọ́ sínú ẹgbẹ́ tí wọn àbínú nígbà tó ọmọ tèmi wá bọ́ sínú ẹgbẹ́ tèmi.
ọmọ títí ẹ
kí ló dé tí wọn ló dé yẹn kí wọn fara mọ́ kí ló ń bínú sí kí ló ṣe wọn dìbò yẹn ni wọn yàn wọn dìbò fi sínú ibi tó wà ní kẹsì pé gómìnà náà yàn sí ibi tó wà àwọn aráàlú mọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ni yọkúrò kì í ṣe ẹni kí wọn dájú sí àti yọkúrò ṣé wọn lágbára wa lÓgbómọ̀ṣọ́ ni.
ṣé wọn lágbára wa lÓgbómọ̀ṣọ́ ni. You see that?
Tí wọ́n lágbára ọ̀sẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń bọ̀ yìí tí wọ́n dé tí mo ń gbé bọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọn àti lè ṣe campaign ta gbagba ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n mọ̀ fún tàdà wọn. so lórí ilé yìí tó dé lóde káwọn ọmọ ọgbà àdìpọ̀ ní wọ́n ti lè yọ wọ́n ti lè sọ fún àwọn yọ ìbò tí wọ́n máa sí ọ̀nà local government chapter 7 of the constitution ó ní olùkàdùkú ó dúró sáyé ara local government náà government ni state government ni. ṣèyí Mákindé kò ṣe Mákindé ẹ kárí finu ní iṣẹ́ fún bèjì ẹ Mákindé ta lòun tí mo ṣe fún bèjì Mákindé ta lòun ló ṣe kí ló ti ṣe yóò ṣe sọ fún mi sẹ́tẹ̀ ṣe òfin ṣe
Ṣèyí Mákindé
èèyàn ní ìwò lónìí kò sí kánsílọ̀ ni kò sí chairman ni kò sí senator ni kò sí house of rep ni ó wá fẹ́ ṣe ọ́ táwọn òyìnbó pé the off step and jump yìí wọ́n máa ṣe fún wọ́n ṣe fún òṣìṣẹ́ fún lálẹ́yìn
ń máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún ibú àrífín
ni wọ́n bára wọn dà sọ̀rọ̀ ayé sọnù gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ yẹn ni wọ́n ń gbé kiri kọ́ wípé ọmọ adé mo ti sọ fún wọn lánàá pé tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ kí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lórúkọ mi kí wọ́n mọ̀ bọ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ mi kájọ lórúkọ mi papọ̀ tó kọ tí wọn bá dà èwo ni ká máa ń sọ pé bọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìgbẹ́.
For me, if you do good, I will pray for you. For me, if you do bad and you passed away, may your soul rot in hellfire. I don't care. And please don't shed any tears for me, because you continue to have the likes of moronic leaders like that are dream killers amongst you. How do you intend to progress in life? They're not talking to you guys about how they want to better your life and the lives of your children and your generations that are yet unborn. Alawa Kala, wherever you are, it is my prayers that your soul should rot in hellfire. Because in your death, In your death, you fooled Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. You pocketed resources of the Oyo State people, and you fooled Goodluck Ebele Jonathan with a dodgy road construction that was never completed. I don't care what anyone is going to say. Let Sheyi Makinde, please, you have all the records. Bring out those records of the road Alawa Akala constructed in Ibadan and prove me wrong. And tell me, Frank Olufela Olusegun Alani Bello, that I was wrong. Alawa Akala rot in hellfire. I don't care about these guys, man. Forget it. I don't care. I don't. Tito Fad, Adenito, yes, I know you. Elijah Folake Alawiye, James Coker, Ayuade Rashid Alausa. I'm constantly saying your name now. Share the stream. Now, let me bring in this one for you. People will think I am stupid, but I ain't stupid. Trust me, I ain't stupid. Good Lord. Let's watch what this guy had to say. Watch this. And then I want you to now place picture Alawa Akala and all your moronic elements who marooned themselves as leaders. Don't be around Lolori Funi. Watch this fine piece and then begin to picture the perception of the white folks, the white race, against your race. And you seriously think the white race are stupid? No, they are not. The white race ain't stupid. Watch this. And then we will talk more on this.
Africa's politics have fallen into the hands of elites, as the Nigerians would call them. These are a class of people who are pure business politicians.
Listen to that.
And business and politics.
Business politicians.
In Africa. You cannot stand as a poor man. I came across a
You
wonderful
cannot
example
stand
the other
as a
day
poor
from
man.
Kenya, where a man who cycled around on a bicycle was trying to get himself elected, and the people just laughed at him, and they say, "You've only got a bicycle. What can you do for us? We need a big man with a big car with money."
Did you hear that?
You know, that's the politician we need to. So there's this mentality, which I think has allowed a very small group of people to take over those countries politically, but also economically, and that's why you have something like I think the World Bank says between 60 and 70%
Listen to that.
of Africa's capital shifted out of the continent. It's in banks in Europe and Asia and maybe America as well. But these people just do what the colonial...
60%. 60%. I'm going to replay this for you, okay? 60%. 60% of Africa's resources lies in the hands of the likes of those moronic elements such as Alaoa Kala and this damn lot that milked you dry in location 9. They're not interested in educating your children. Even as we speak to ourselves today. They are only consulting, and one of the moronic of the useless of the political aspirants said he had already had a word with a fake dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari in Asorok, and that he's consulting, and it is none of your business. See, where is Shonekon today? They forget, these guys forget they will end up in, guess what? 6 feet below. What have they done? And one of the idiots, they're listening. They watch what you and I are doing here. They watch it. Thank you, Alaja Folake Alawiye. You've been on the stream. And you know, and many of you know, I challenged someone as a Bolekaja journalist. And guess what? This Bolekaja journalist was confronted in Hope 2023. He tagged his campaign, Hope 2023. After the man, he said, oh, I'm leaving his legacy. What kind of stupid legacy? In Hope 93. Hope 93 is what they want to bring for you in 2023. What a whole load of nonsense. A Bolekaja journalist, for that matter. A Bolekaja journalist that's collected ransom from publishing the homes of the people that stole and stole and stole and looted your countries dry. And then splash their ill-gotten wealth in the pages of his magazine. After, guess what? They must have paid him ransom. The same Bolekaja journalist. I'm challenging that Bolekaja journalist who knows himself. Once told Atiku Abubakar I streamed his picture in the last stream, not to, talk for the sake of talking. The day Frank Bello published like a black man and a Nigerian is the day Frank Bello is successful. Now, I don't want to publish like you black people, because Dele Momodu and many of them never went through the walls of communications. Dele Momodu read Yoruba. Yes, he's got good command of Yoruba, and as such he can translate Yoruba into English. But not where I am. To me, I see him as a Bolekaja journalist, and I'll continue to say that, and nobody can change my mind. Follow him if you like. He will collect money from Sani Abacha, from every one of them, minus IBB. I'm still coming back to that. The same man that antagonized IBB, to which PDP was founded inside IBB's hilltop mansion, wants to carry the banner of the PDP presidential aspirant. Foul. Àgbá òfìfo ló ń dún worowóró. Àgbá tí omi bá wà nínú ẹ̀ kò lè pariwo. Ó lóun ní brand, òun ní eléyìí. They were asking him questions. He was bragging about the crowd he's got on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. He was bragging about, how I've made this, I've made that. How many people did you make? Did you make them for free, or you collected money from them? You never made them free, you collected money. Nothing is free. Hope 2023. 30 years after the death of his Oga, MKO. MKO, make no mistakes. That's why I say don't feel sorry for me, because that is the truth. MKO Abiola was part and parcel of the mess that created a country that should have been a fortune for the rest of the world. Àwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ náà wá ń ké nsìn, àwọn ìyàwó MKO wọ́n ń ké because money is no longer flowing through their pockets. I don't feel sorry for anyone. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan anybody lè ṣe fún mi, because that is the truth. There's nothing anyone can do to me, because God sees my heart, that I am speaking from the highest spiritual realm about the truth, and I've not collected a dime like some Bolekaja journalist will do. Yes, I may be poor physically, but spiritually I am endowed, and I'm very rich. And I'm particular, my life is all about my end and not my beginning. because it is the end that I am particularly after when I subsequently entered the grave. That you and many people will not go down with me when I begin to answer the call of my existence in the presence of the Almighty God. You won't be there. Money is no longer flowing. Àwọn ìyàwó Abiola wọn wá ń pariwo wọn sọ pé Sunday Igboho this Sunday Igboho Damboroba. Sunday Igboho wo ni? I said it and I will still maintain it. Where is Sunday Igboho today? Where is Banji Akitoye today? Want to mess up Johnny? I was shouting, making it known. Do they take me serious? I was a loner. Thank God during this week gone, somebody acknowledged me to say, Frank, you were the only man that saw today that we never saw yesterday. Just like Alhaji Aremoshola de Alakufo, who nearly crucified me, and he made it known on the stream that he nearly got me killed on the streets of London for rejecting Muhammadu Buhari in 2019, and now pleading for forgiveness, to which I've already forgiven him. Because you guys, you perished for lack of knowledge. You perished. Let me show you this. Look at this. That was Tell, September 3rd, 2001. Tell magazine, 3rd of September 2001. And next to Tell, the news, Asorok of corruption, OBJ and Atiku in trouble. Go after dreams, not people. Go after dreams and not people. Who are you looking at in front of that picture? You are looking at how Gani Adams was captured in 2001. By who? A Yoruba man that was a sitting president. And next to that, also Asorok of corruption. Let me remind you how Gani Adams was captured by a sitting Yoruba president at the time. Make no mistakes, I'm not a fan of Gani Adams. I'm not his fan. I don't believe in Gani Adams' ideology or politics either. But truth must be told. A northerner will never do that to a fellow northerner, but a Yoruba man can carry out such a gruesome attack on his fellow Yoruba man because the Hausa Caliphate are dictating the shot, because he was truncating at the time their bid and interest in a hopeless, nasty piece of a contraption called Nigeria. They've got this to wrestle with. And in this next one, how OBJ ruined power sector. I'm not making all this up. This were information that's been revealed, and how Nigeria spent 61 billion US dollars to free South Africa and other South African countries from apartheid. I'm not stupid, like some people will take me to be. No, I'm not. See, you think they're not listening? They're listening to everything you and I are discussing here. They are listening. They're listening. And guess what? Did you remember this when I came up with this one? Lagos between 1945 and 1957. And that Old Carter Bridge, 1963. And that the Nigerian Parliament in 1963, just exactly like Westminster, to which you have the government bench and the opposition bench, and then the speaker, where you are looking at the Queen sitting in 1963. The throne meant for the speaker. Exactly like Westminster. 1963. Nigeria 1959, UCH, University College Hospital in Ibadan. Remember that. 1945, Lagos. And that in 1963. Now, look at this. This was what Britain handed over back to you guys in 1960. You can clearly see the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, left of Tinubu Square. This was the Lagos I knew then, with the LMTS buses. LMTS. You used to call them LMTS. They handed you this. And 60 years down the line, from this, you turn to this. And you turn to that. You turn to that. you turn to this. You never educated those children. In the north, called Alamanjiris. They never educated all these ones. None of these were educated. None of them educated. Alamanjiris. None. None. They were not educated. Remember, sorry guys, Lagos, 1945. UAE, 1945. Look at Lagos, paradise, 1945. Look at the United Arab Emirates in 1945. Pure desert, hot desert. (1963) Nigeria. 1945 Nigeria. 1945 UAE. 1945 atomic bomb that landed in Japan. 1945 Nigeria, Lagos. 1945 Japan. 1945 UAE. Does that make any sense to you? And 1945 Japan. Nigeria was a paradise as opposed to 1945 Japan and the Japan of this. And 1945 of UAE. And 60 years down the line, this was all what you are proud of. And that. But then and again, a country like Rwanda that went through hell, look, created another paradise for themselves. Rwanda, 2022. Rwanda, 2022. Nigeria, 2022. Nigeria, 2022. Nigeria, 2022. Nigeria, 2022. Nigeria, 2022. And then this same place, UAE, in 1945, as opposed to the paradise of Lagos in 1945, then became this. Became that. And then their police force, one of the finest police force in the world. And a country like that. From 1991, look at that big transformation. and then in 2021, and then look at your Lagos airport in 1991 compared to the UAE. And then look at the Lagos airport in 2021 and the mess with airspace. And you see these moronic elements. On the tube in England, enjoying the dividends of what Her Majesty's government created. You can clearly see Rochas or Koracha. What has it done? In 8 stinking years as governor of Imo State, what life has he impacted? Guess what? This is all what they believe in. That. They believe in that. How many of you, do you have any idea of what this is all about? You don't have any idea, do you? Okay, I'll come back to that pace at some point in time. That you are looking at is the same mentality. Of every black man on the surface of the planet. Clearly demonstrated by the former Russian leader. Stripped you of your feathers naked and then throw you 1 or 2 corn, and then because you've been stripped naked and you are hungry, you will run after those corn, the crumbs thrown at you. That's exactly what this man is explaining here. Watch this once again.
Fallen into the hands of elites, as the Nigerians would call them. These are a class of people who are pure business politicians, and business and politics go together in Africa. You cannot stand as a
Is
poor
that
man.
the problem of the white
I came
race?
across a wonderful example
No,
the
sir.
other day from Kenya. Where a man who cycled around on a bicycle was trying to get himself elected, and the people just laughed at him, and they say, "You've only got a bicycle. What can you do for us? We need a big man with a big car with money. That's the politician we need to." So there's this mentality, which I think has allowed a very small group of people to take over those countries politically, but also economically, and that's why you have something like, I think the World Bank says, between 60 and 70% of Africa's capital shifted out of the continent. It's in banks in Europe and Asia. And
not the white
America
people
as well.
stole from you.
But,
Your
these people
own
just do
leaders
what the
stole
colonialists did, which was
directly.
suck the wealth out.
Suck
and
the wealth
shift it overseas.
out
And
of
until
Africa and shifted
that changes, that is, until there's a new generation or even a revolution that actually takes Africa, takes power back from African people, I think those problems, that lack of development, will continue.
Many people will say I'm stupid, but I'm not. I ain't stupid. White case. Welcome. Dilibilo. Indeed. Stalin's theory. Stalin's theory. Again, you said Joseph Stalin. Bolanle Allison. Thank you, Bolanle Allison. This wonderful woman called me all the way from Canada when I was busy with Al Huda's magazine for their events coming up on the 13th of February next month. Bolanle Allison, once again, you were not on the last show, but I give you a lot of credit. Wallahi, thank you for seizing that opportunity. You seized the opportunity to actually call me to check on me if I'm okay. See, as you've done that, God will bless your stock and will replenish everything that belongs to you. Your children and your generations that are yet unborn will be glorified. They will be magnified beyond your wildest dreams. Wikis. Yes. Thank you, Bolanle Allison. Let me bring it to your notice, guys, that there's a new publication coming out from this dispatch box. If you want the printed version will be available, but at an extra cost. But the e-flip-up book will be available as well. And the title of that publication that is coming your way, I've got a name for it, is called, it is either going to be News Today or Newsbreed. And some of the things that Facebook are now limiting us to do, we can flex, we can do all sorts of things, we can publish names, we can attack, because that is our own publication. I'm going to work on that, and it's going to be bi-weekly. If you want to subscribe online, I'm going to work out a modality to which your email, you can only subscribe and you'll be billed a pound every fortnight, once every 2 weeks, because the system will be synchronized with your email. And because it will be synchronized with your email, you won't want to reveal your email, not even to your husband or your wife, because that's your private affairs. So it will be linked straight to your email. And it is only you that can actually download and read uncountable times. And you cannot forward the publication to someone else because it will be locked to your email. I'm working on the technology. But I've got a name for it. Today, like I said, in fact, let me take you through what Facebook did for me. And I'll show you. So that we can actually showcase Facebook itself. Okay, guys, before we carry on, I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm gonna share my screen with you, and I'm gonna show you exactly what Facebook did, okay? And this is exactly what Facebook did to me. And that's why we have to look for ways of how we're going to do it. Look at what Facebook did. So I'm going to showcase them even on their own platform and on the other social media as well. Look at what Facebook did. Okay, let me do it this way. Yes, and let me bring it to the full screen. Yeah, you are looking at my personal page on Facebook, practically, and you can clearly see Frank below. I've only got one Facebook account, which is my name, and you can clearly see account restricted. My account was restricted by Facebook. See, I don't have, and you can clearly see the current stream that is live. You can clearly see that live at the moment, and you can see account restricted. Okay, why have they restricted my account? I clicked on that. Now look at exactly what they said. Why my account was restricted. And I'm going to again bring in the next browser to show you. Okay? Now, let's bring in the next browser to see why my account was restricted. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, now, Facebook said, as you can see, let me show you guys. Yeah, they said this account was restricted. Restrictions 3rd of January, because they said my post will be moved lower in newsfeed. And they said I should see why for 17 days. See, I'm reporting Facebook to themselves. You can clearly see that my post will be moved lower in newsfeed for 17 days. And they said I should click why. Okay, let me click why. Can you see that? They said, why is my account restricted? Restriction overview. Okay, let's click on that as well. I'm going to go into that because I'm reporting Facebook to Facebook themselves. Okay, why was my account restricted? They said I repeatedly violated their community standards. Did you see that? I repeatedly violated Facebook's community standards. Okay. All right. Let's see why I violated their community standard. I want to click on that. You see, they're not even giving me that opportunity once again. Okay, here we are. Okay, you can clearly see that. Why is my account restricted? They said because I shared this in David Hamilton Voice 234. And what was that? Let me click on that so that I can show you guys why they said my account is restricted. And now you can clearly see they said, oh, your comment didn't follow our community standards on hate speech. And then my comment was then brought out. The wrath and God's judgment will start from the pulpit. Blacks are the worst of humanity. And that was the post. Guys, because I made a comment on that, the wrath and God's judgment will start from the pulpit. Blacks are the worst of humanity. And I said, continue. Now, Facebook said, we use the same community standards around the world for everyone on Facebook. Our technology works in many languages to make sure that our standards are applied consistently. We used technology to review your comment, your content, and determine that it violates our standards. We also removed other posts that included this post. And that's why, if you think social media is there, provocatively, they don't want the likes of you and I. So the best thing is to now resort back. We can only use Facebook to alert you and then get the messages across as fast as possible. Yes, thank you. Bolanle Allison, you said you were on the last stream. Olufumlayo Yetunde show me. Welcome to the stream. Yinka Adeniji, Liberty Media, thank you. Without a revolutionary change in our country, we are all doomed as people. Don't get locked up by Facebook. You see, it's coming very gradually. Now, let's do this. Let me take you through this. Watch this one. See, let me show you this. It's getting interesting. Really, really getting interesting. Now, listen to this because many people are so stupid and they're not using their brains. They're not using their head. But I was fascinated with this. Watch this.
All right. Let's go back to the issue of corruption. You said those were just allegations.
Yes.
But I'd like to know, how did he make his wealth? How did he make this so much very big wealth that he can afford a bullion van to an election in his home? That's a staggering, colossal amount of wealth. How did that wealth come about? Because I think if I check his resume, the last thing I saw was accounts out with Mobile. You know,
Mobile.
What business does he do? He's been in government for a while. How did he make that wealth?
How? Yes.
Two, there's been discrepancies about his age. I ask you, how old is he?
Well, let me tell you, see, these two questions
You
you
see?
just
Look at him struggling.
it's part of what
He's
I have
struggling.
answered earlier. I think at this point, that we've got into, our emphasis should be on the pedigree of this candidate.
You see that?
What he has demonstrated that he has done, what he has achieved, how he has changed the revenue of Lagos State.
Wow.
How he has put a long-term plan to implement infrastructure. How he has ensured that he instilled
Infrastructure.
how much people that he has built.
Honorable Jibril.
These are the focus that we should concentrate on.
Honorable
Because
Jibril.
most of these political issues that we keep raising front and back
You
will
see?
not solve the problem. So the emphasis now, the focus now, should be on the capacity and the competence
What
of the
focus?
candidate.
Honorable Jibril. How did Bola Ahmed Tinubu make his money?
Made
That's
his
all I
money.
want to know.
Answer the
You can tell
question.
me what we can focus on.
and
We'll
that is
talk
why-
about it in the manifesto. How did Bola Tinubu make
Made
so much
his money.
that he had a bullion van in his home on election day? And how old is he? Those are the questions the people are asking us.
Yes, I'm still
How
coming
old
back
is
to
he?
those
How
questions.
did he make the billions?
I'm also putting it.
You see that?
I'm also now, you've asked your question clearly, and I will give you a simple and clear answer.
You see, all these moronic
When you
elements.
continue to repeat the question, you will get the same answer. These are all trash from the internet that people keep putting
Trash.
together.
You see
and
this.
we will not elevate such
You see this
conversations.
moronic
But when the
scumbag.
campaign commences, we will bring out facts and figures. and put them
Yes,
for
look at them. Look at
But
them.
we will not create a narrative for them. So for now, the emphasis is on the competence of the candidate, what he has
Wow.
achieved, the network he has built, the people he has invested in, and his plan for a better Nigeria.
All right. Can I ask you this? How was this trashed? Bullion van was found in his home. The pictures
Yes.
went viral.
Come
And there's been
on.
no
Give it to
denial.
him.
So how are you saying that is trash? And how is it trash that we want to know how the person that will lead Nigeria made so much wealth?
Yes.
You know, and also the declaration of being richer than also state. So how is that's not trash?
Yes.
How did he make his money? That's all I want to know. And tell me how old he is, so I can take you by something. Because there's been discrepancies too by the people of his age and his wealth. It's just a question I'm asking. Please.
And the reply is just an answer that I'm giving you as well.
Look at that. Look at that.
You
It's
see,
going to get
unfortunately,
interesting. You
you
see?
are posing the question as a journalist. What will satisfy you is when I say things the way you want me to say it. So you don't want to respect my own response.
No, we can't respect you because you want to go into public office.
Unprofessional.
Okay,
Because the response is simple. We've raised issues here about corruption. I gave instances
Wow.
with even Ruben Abati himself. And I gave several instances of a lot of politicians in Nigeria where you will see stuff like this on the internet. And we said we're not going to elevate such conversation, and we will not.
Now, they're not ready to elevate such conversations. Oh, Lord God have mercy. They are not ready to elevate such conversations. Oh dear. Okay, now let's come back into this particular tape I played you guys earlier on. Now watch this from the beginning all over again. It's very interesting. Now watch this.
Africa's politics have fallen into the hands of elites.
Now begin to picture Bola Ahmed
Nigerians
Tinubu
would call
here.
them. These are a class of people who are pure business politicians.
Business.
And business and politics go together in Africa.
In
You
Africa.
cannot stand as a poor man. I came across a wonderful example the other day from Kenya.
Look at that.
Where a man who cycled around on a bicycle was trying to get himself elected, and the people just laughed at him, and they say, "You've only got a bicycle. What can you do for us?
Yes.
We need a big man with a big car with money. That's the politician we need to." So there's this mentality, which I think has allowed
You
a
see
very
that?
small group of people to take over those countries politically.
This is a white man
And
telling
that's
you
why
of
have
the
something
problems you
I
have
think the World Bank
as
says
blacks
60
in
and
Africa.
70%
You
of
see that?
Africa's capital shifted out
Shifted.
of the continent. It's in banks in Europe,
In Europe.
and Asia, and maybe America as well. But these people just do what the colonialists did, which was suck the wealth out.
Suck the wealth, and then
ship it
your
overseas.
own politicians
until
are now sucking you
that
well,
changes, that is,
sucking
until
you
there's
dry, and you
a new
cannot
generation
question
or even
them.
a revolution
And you've got a man with a
actually
bullion
takes
van.
Africa, takes power.
I
think
can't
those
stand
problems, that
this
lack of development
piece of shit.
will continue.
No, I can stand them for obvious reasons. Steve Osagir. Guys, share it. Share it. Now, you've heard that. Let's now it's going to get interesting. Watch Balogun Oshodi. Watch this. He's making a lot of sense, and credit has to go to him. Watch this.
Tí Ṣìgìdì bá fẹ́ tẹ́, a ní kí wọ́n gbé òun lọ sí odò lọ wẹ̀. Wọ́n ní tí ó bá tó àsìkò fún Ṣìgìdì tó ti fẹ́ tẹ́, a ní kí wọ́n gbé òun lọ sí odò kóun lọ wẹ̀.
Ṣìgìdì.
Òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu.
Tí Ṣìgìdì bá fẹ́ tẹ́.
Tinubu ti jáde. Ó ní òun ti lọ fi tó bàbá Buhari létí pé
latex fake dodgy, yes.
Ipò
Ààrẹ
president Nigeria. Ṣé rí ọgbọ́n àgàbàǹgebè ọwọ́ Bọ́lá Tinubu ni ó kún sí. Ó lọ sí Aso Rock, ó wá ṣe press release.
Yeah.
Kò múyàn kankan dání.
Say it loud. Say it loud.
Wọ́n ò lùlù, wọ́n ò pariwo, wọ́n ṣe máa ń pariwo. Ó dá wọlé lọ.
Ó dá jáde.
Ló bá bàbá Buhari. Ó wá ṣe press release pé òun lọ fi ìtò president létí pé òun ní interest láti fẹ́ jáde. Kò sí nǹkan tó burú bẹ́ẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n ọgbọ́n àgàbàǹgebè ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló kún sí. Nǹkan tó lọ ṣe ní Aso Rock yẹn, ó lọ dọ́gbọ́n pa iná bàbá vice president Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ni.
Ṣé ń gbọ́?
Tó lọ ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ó mọ̀ láti lọ pa iná.
I knew this was coming, and I said it last year. Mo ti sọ ní last year.
Àwọn òye tí ó ń lọ ní abẹ́lẹ̀ pé vice president náà ní interest láti fẹ́ gbé igbá ààrẹ Nàìjíríà. Torí ẹ̀ ni ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ló ṣe sáré jáde láti lọ pa iná bàbá yẹn. Torí ẹ̀ ló fi sọ pé òun ti jẹ́ kí president mọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n òun máa jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà mọ̀ létà.
Ọmọ Nàìjíríà.
Ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan tó burú nù ẹ̀.
Ṣé ní fraud?
Nǹkan tí àwa ń dúró dè nìyẹn. Nǹkan tí à ń dúró dè nìyẹn pé kó jáde. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣe rí èyí tó bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ Buhari kò lè fi ojú lásán lọ bá bàbá Buhari. Wọ́n láti ṣàgbáná wọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni.
Ó ṣàgbáná, ó ti mú cocaine.
Wọ́n láti ṣàgbáná ẹ̀.
Okay, màá fi picture ẹ̀ hàn yín.
Ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá Buhari.
Fake dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari. Màá fi ìyẹn hàn yín dáadáa nísìn. Right. Ẹ wá jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé ìyẹn wọlé fún yín ní ìsìn kẹ́ wá wo ìyẹn gbaná tó ti ṣá yẹn kó tó lọ. Ẹ wá wo ojú ẹ o, nǹkan tí Balógun Oṣòdì tó ń tà láti sọ. Ó yá, ẹ wá wo eléyìí nsìn. Ẹ wá wo.
Àwa tí the upcoming Nigerian president. See, I be like, if
Ṣẹ́rígbó ti ṣàgbáná.
God, see this. This is the upcoming Nigerian president. This is now represent this country. God, this is highly fucked up, bro. Categorically. Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
You are in trouble. Mo sọ fún yín pé wọ́n pè mí ní èní. Tí wọ́n fi pè mí ní òní. Kò wá registered. Ẹni ẹ̀ dẹ̀ pé direct. That means pé ẹni tó ní owó láti ná lórí credit or kó jẹ́ tó ní owó gan, because I was number yẹn +234 703 672 3919. Mo report fún yín padà. Mo dẹ̀ keep ẹni yẹn for almost 5 minutes on the phone. Background nǹkan tí mo ń gbọ́ from the press conference, Bola Ahmed Tinubu ni mo ń gbọ́ background ẹ̀. Ẹ wo, that's the number. Me the register number yẹn kò wá registered nínú phone mi, +234 703 672 3919. After 5 minutes tí mo ti confirm nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ káàtì mo ti wá ṣe mistake kan bá tiẹ̀ ti connect gbogbo gadgets mi kí wá connect everything kí n record nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn kí n wá play ẹ̀ fún yín. I think I was too quick because ẹni yẹn ló pè mí not that pé bóyá mi mo pè nìyẹn. Nǹkan tí máa ṣe next time yẹn. I've just given you the number. So wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa because ẹ mọ nǹkan tó ṣe ń gbọ́ wa. Ẹ jẹ́ n tún wá já yín sí nǹkan kan. Bọ́lá Tinubu sọ pé òun máa build Nigeria to be Dubai. Níbo ni gbogbo yẹn ti ń bọ̀? Talent tó pé Délé Mọ̀mọ́dún ní Bọ́lẹ̀ Kájà journalist tó ń fi attack ẹ̀ again tó lóun ṣe Bọ́lẹ̀ Kájà journalist èmi náà ni. Bọ́lá gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lórí tí mo ti ń ṣe láti last year lórí Dubai àti Nigeria, nǹkan tó take Dubai United Arab Emirates ní 30 years tí Bọ́lá Tinubu ò lè ṣe ní Èkó ní 1999 for 8 years kó dẹ̀ continue at least ohun gangan tí ń rule nsìn. After Bọ́lá Tinubu came Babatunde Raji Fashola, Ambode, and now Sanwo-Olu. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ni nǹkan tó ṣe? Bọ́lá Tinubu build Dubai sí Èkó kó replica Èkó as Dubai so that gbogbo àwọn other states wọ́n máa jealous Èkó. Ìsìn tó lóun fẹ́ wá jẹ ààrẹ that he want to be president. Ló wá ń sọ fún yín pé I will make Nigeria a Dubai. They've been listening to the show. My own stream. The stream, you and I are enlightening people. Wọ́n wò. Why tí Bọ́lá Tinubu ṣe wá sọ pé òun máa sọ Nigeria di Dubai in how many years? In 8 years. Foul, Damboro, Bashege Mutumubanzani. He's not talking to you about education. He never talked to you in 1999 about how he will educate all those children that ended up on the streets for EndSARS. He's not talking about how he's going to provide you good and affordable healthcare delivery. He's not talking about how he's going to control inflation and improve the economy. Ó ń bá yín sọ pé òun máa sọ Nàìjíríà di Dubai. Ẹ̀rí pẹ́ ti ya wèrè. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bèrè pé nbolo ti fẹ́ owó nbolo ti fẹ́ rí owó tó fẹ́ fi build Nigeria in 8 years to be a Dubai. Ẹ̀rí pọ́rí ṣẹ́rí pé wo Esther Iwetuga, James Coker, Yínká Adéníjì, Ọlábọ̀dé Ọládélé, Alájà Fọlákẹ́ Aláwìyé, gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ń bíbá wọn ń gbọ́. Uche Timothy Eluma, olórí Olúfúnmiláyọ̀ Yétúndé Ṣóhùnmí, Bọ́láńlé Allison, everything we discuss here, they watch. Oma build the Nigeria to be Dubai in how many years? Ṣé Bọ́lá Tinubu lérò pé orí àwọn èèyàn kan bíi tèmi báyà bẹ́yìn ò pé ni. Now, I have this to ask Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Me, Nico ni right o. He's got all the constitutional rights. Don't make no mistakes. Only gbogbo constitutional rights to go and contest for the highest position in the land. It is his God's given right. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take that away from him. Neither any of you or any subsequent individual that will watch this stream, we can't take that rights away from him. But before Bola Tinubu get disillusioned, I want to ask Bola Ahmed Tinubu certain questions. And I'll be glad if any of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's aide, including Alhaji Segun Molade, his right-hand man, is my friend. Yes. Ọmọ Yoruba, ọmọ Èkó gidi ni. Ọmọ need láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Bola Tinubu ma need láti answer àwọn questions. He will have to answer certain questions. Bola Tinubu, the questions are this. Where were you born? You need to provide us evidence of where you were born, Bola Tinubu. Eléyìí tó fẹ́ torí boy, ó ti fún ẹ ní ọrùn sẹ́. Ká jẹ́ pé ó ti tètè join wa lórí Yoruba Nation movement ni. Kò ní fún ẹ lọ́rùn tó yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí ó ti fún ẹ lọ́rùn. Where were you born, Bola Tinubu? The second question, are you from Lagos State? Ṣọmọ Èkó ni ẹ́, Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the third question tí ma bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ, what is your real name that you were born with? Orúkọ àbísọ ẹ nígbà tí bàbá ẹ àti ìyá ẹ tó ń bí ẹ, kí ni orúkọ yẹn gangan? Because Bola Ahmed Tinubu kò ń ṣe orúkọ àbísọ ẹ. Oh, yes, you have the God-given rights to change your name at any time. Tó bá change orúkọ yẹn, sworn declaration, Esther Ewetuga, ẹ̀yin lawyer, ẹ wà níbí báyìí, sworn declaration or affidavit tó fi change orúkọ yẹn sí orúkọ tó ń jẹ́ nísìn, jọ̀ọ́ gbé síta. Orúkọ tó ń jẹ́ yẹn tó bá yẹ pé Bola Ahmed Tinubu ni, lọ gbé birth certificate ẹ jáde. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé o change orúkọ ẹni nínú affidavit tó fi change orúkọ yẹn, orúkọ tó ń jẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó máa wà ń bẹ̀. Reason tó ṣe abandon orúkọ yẹn wàá sọ. Reason tó ṣe take up new name wàá sọ. Àwọn lọ́yà wà ń bí báyìí o. Now, is Alaja Abibat Mogaji your biological mother? o máa láti answer ẹ̀. Because evidence nǹkan tó sọ nígbà tí wọ́n mú ẹ fún cocaine ní Amẹ́ríkà ó wà ní ọwọ́ mi nínú kólà. A máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tú gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan bye. Alhaja Abibat Mogaji o describe Alhaja Abibat Mogaji as your surrogate mother. Evidence ẹ wà nílẹ̀. So is Alhaja Abibat Mogaji your biological mother? O ma answer question yẹn. That is number 4. Number 5, is it true that the late Mama H.I.D. Awolowo disagreed with you as the late Oloja's son? Mama H.I.D. Awolowo, ìyàwó bàbá Awolowo, ó disagree o. Pé ó kì í ṣe ọmọ Alhaja Abibat. Ó máa láti prove yẹn náà. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ta ni bàbá ẹ? Who is your father? Ta ni ẹni tó jẹ́ bàbá ẹ? Ó dàbẹ́ pé kò yé ẹ̀yin people pé ẹni tó bá gbé rẹ̀ jáde tó ní òun fẹ́ contest fún political office anywhere in the world, ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ti yẹ káwọn secret service kó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní investigate ẹni yẹn. Ìgbà tó bá máa jáde tó lóun fẹ́ contest as president of the United States, ẹ̀yin mọ̀ bí American secret service bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dig out ni. Wọ́n dig out tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò rí nǹkan kan tó dẹ́ǹtẹ̀ yìí méje. Public office la pé yìí. Tape tí mo play yẹn nípa òyìnbó tó ń describe gbogbo wa the problems in African politics. African politics is business. That's why I said you guys should share the stream. Elvis Hansen. I'm saying that name for the first time. Ìyá ọlọ́jà ṣe ọmọ Bọ́lá Tinubu ni true? Ta ni bàbá ẹ? Who is your father? Bọ́lá Tinubu. You've never made mention of your mother and you've never made mention of your father. Who is your biological mother? Who is your biological father? We need to know them. You see, I was lucky I met with Amala Politics before he died. Oko Modino, Baba Lamidi Adedibu. And the interview was in Yoruba when I met him at his holiday resort, holiday apartment, somewhere in between Maida Vale and Kilburn. That time when he was in power, when he was controlling Oyo State politics. I asked Baba Lamidi Adedibu one question in Yoruba. Mo ní bàbá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ kí ẹ ní agbára nínú politics Oyo State? Ó ní tán bá gbé owó wá. Ó ní gbogbo àwọn tán wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òun, gbogbo wọn pátápátá, wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ mú títí wọn. Èyí tó bá tọ́ sí títò òun, wọ́n á fóun. Mo ní ṣe nǹkan tó tún fún yín lágbára nìyẹn pé gbogbo àwọn tẹ́tí ẹ mú báwo lẹ ṣe wá ní agbára ẹ̀. Ó ní nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé ó ní kò yé most people. Baba Lamidi Adedibu ló ń sọ léyìí o. Ó ó ní ọjọ́ tó bá ti jáde síta pé o ló fẹ́ gbé àpótí ìbò, ó ní ẹni tó dó ìyá ẹ tó bá ìyá ẹ sùn kí bàbá ẹ tó bá sùn kan tó bí ẹ, ó ní wọ́n á gbé jáde. So Bọ́lá Tinubu ó fi jáde olóò fẹ́ wá jẹ ààrẹ, olóò fẹ́ jẹ president, gbogbo question yóò máa láti answer ẹ o, ó dẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ gan-an. Ta ni bàbá ẹ? Who is your father? I've talked much about my father, my mother. You've never talked about your own father. To the extent that I even said, mo even sọ pé bàbá tó bí Lateef Jákàndé, bàbá Lateef Jákàndé, not Jákàndé, bàbá ẹ̀ was Z.A. Bello's messenger at the PWD office in the 50s between 1955 and 1964. Hello, check record here. I'm giving you dates. When my father subsequently came back to England in 1964 for his postgraduate degree at the University of Liverpool in civil engineering, because he was frustrated. Tani Babae, who is your father? Bola Tinubu. Primary school, which primary school, secondary and colleges did you attend? Chief Bode George came out and accused you. Could you please provide us with details? I'm not going to go into Chief Bode George's interview. Also on Arise TV. Bola Tinubu, is it true you ever dealt in that illicit white powdery substance before in US, before coming back to fund Nadeco with the resources? Ṣé ọba láti dáwọn ẹ̀ ṣó gbé gbaná àbó gbé gbaná? Ṣé wọ́n gọ́ngọ́ fún rẹ̀ ṣó ń jẹ gbaná àbó ò jẹ gbaná? Ṣó ń mugbó àbó ò mugbó? Okay, igbó kékeré tiẹ̀ nìyẹn. Gbaná is worse. Ṣó ń jẹ gbaná? Ṣó ti gbé gbaná rí? Ṣó ti láwọn èèyàn tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gbé ọjà rí? Answer that question. Bola Tinubu, the ninth question I have for you. How old was your first wife when she died? And in what year did she die? Your first wife, ìyàwó ẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́, ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni? Ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ láàárọ̀ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, ìyàwó tó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́, ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni? Ọdún wo ló kú? O máa láti dáhùn question yẹn náà. Number 10. Bola Tinubu, did you cover up your age? And did you cover up the age of your demised first son so as not to expose your own real age? What's your age? So cover first age, first born, so cover age, so that age can expose real age. That's why that's any kologbe birth certificate esita. To bá dé jẹ́ pé o change orúkọ ẹni, ó bá tún hàn lórí ẹ o, ṣó mọ̀ ṣá. Point 11 of the question. Is it true, Bola Tinubu, that Governor Oyetola, the current Ogun State governor is your sister's son, but with your new age, Iwati Oyetola, you are age mate. Is that true? Is that true? Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On claim you've made leaders and you want to be king. You are kingmaker and you want to be king as well. Please, you need to provide those answers to those tough questions. Yes, Dele Bello, it is so deep, and the stream here is not for the faint-hearted, I'm afraid. Let me take question 11 once again. Is it true that Governor Oyetola, the current governor serving, is your sister's son, but you are richer? No. But your new age, with your new age, you and Oyetola, you are the same age. You are mates, in other words. Number 12. Is it true you stole the Ataoja of Oshogbo? You are richer than Osun State. Tape wa me ba yo multiplayer yo. Ma to play fún tó bá fẹ́ o. Tó fi boast pé kábíyèsí yẹn kò lówó ẹ lọ kò lè stand owó ẹ o. Ó lówó ju Osun State lọ o. Number 13. Is it true you said in 2005 you don't believe in a united Nigeria? I've got the record too, and I've been splashing that. You said you never believed in one Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that was published in this day. In fact, in 1997, the same that moronic book author called Bisi Akande too. In 2005, you said it. And now, because as at that time in 1997, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, power never got into your hands, but you never believed in that. And now that you now deemed yourself as a kingmaker and you want to be king as well, so you now believe in that one Nigeria. Shege Mutumu Banzani, Damboroba. You never believed in one Nigeria in 2005, and in 1997 and in 2005, you never. Number 14th question I have for you. Is it true in 2011 you called General Muhammadu Buhari a bigot and unfit to govern Nigeria? I've showcased that as well on this same platform. You need to come out and then debunk that, and based on the fact that you described Muhammadu Buhari in 2011, to which you now helped mastermind his return to power. And do you think they will forgive you and they will hand over power to you? You're wasting your time. Foul. Debunk that too. Yes. Number 15. Is it true you lobbied Abacha to make you deputy governor of Lagos State at the height of June 12 agitation, whilst MKO was still in Abacha's gulag. The evidence is there. I will bring everything out for you. You can't deny all this, but you need to answer all those questions. You need to provide answers to the tough, difficult questions. Number 16. Is it true you betrayed MKO Abiola to power? Answer it. Is it true? Yes or no? And then I'll begin to cite instances and how you've played the Southwest in 2019. You think I'm stupid? I ain't stupid. Seventeenth question. Bola Tinubu, how old are you, honestly? How old are you, honestly? You see, some people will inflate their age bracket for some reasons, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years, because in those days as well in Nigeria, in the 50s and in the 60s, see, àwọn ọmọ tó bá dàbẹ̀ pé wọ́n wú gan tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n tóbi, you know what I mean, big children, maybe because the age that you must be registered into the public school, government, state-owned school, is 6 years during my time. In fact, wọ́n tẹ̀ tó máa ṣe nǹkan kan tó máa mú ọwọ́ báyìí tọ́wọ́ ẹ bá ti kan etí ẹ̀, if your right hand can touch your ears, you're ready. But then some parents, àwọn òbí kan wọ́n já ọgbọ́n pé àwọn lè lọ sí court tọ́mọ bá ti tóbi jù, because wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọmọ yẹn kó tètè wọ primary school, bóyá ọmọ yẹn kò tí pé ọmọ ọdún mẹ́fà, 6 years. Our parents, and they will just quickly go to the law court. One can she sworn declaration, why inflate age ọmọ yẹn by 1 year, so that ọmọ yẹn á lè wọ primary school, because wọn ò ní gba ọmọ yẹn tọmọ yẹn ò bá pé 6 years. So that's why I am saying, tell us, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how old you are, honestly. You are definitely more than 69 years. And I've proved it. Your health condition is now public discourse. Will you tell Nigerians all what's causing your palsy, like actions and shifting works? Bola Tinubu, I told people on this platform early last year, that you are in the early stages of Parkinson's disease. That I know for sure. Your health is unstable. And for somebody to want to rule over a delicate and the most terrible nation on the surface of the planet, your health must be sound. How sound are you in health, Bola Ahmed Tinubu? your Parkinson disease is gone. It's gone to an advanced stage. And your hands shaking. Very soon it's going to go to the last stage, whereby we had Muhammad Ali, who passed away with the same disease. I'm not wishing this because anything can happen in terms of health to anyone. But Muhammadu Buhari died. And I'm still saying it. But you knew for a fact that Buhari was dead. And you are part and parcel of those people that are playing the game. The card game. So how old are you, honestly, Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's the name you made us to believe you bear. Your health. We want to know about it. Because you've chosen to want to go into the public office. It is not your office. It is not your business. Aliko Dangote never said he wants to contest to be president. So I'm not going to go into Aliko Dangote's business. As the CEO of Aliko Dangote, it's none of my business. But so long as you come out into the plain, into the open surface, and then tell the world you want to go into the public office, you're open to scrutiny. I've just given you instance to which the late Baba Lamidi Adedibu Amala Politics said to me, the day you go or you want to go into public office is the day they will tell you the man that's been fucking your mother before your father started fucking her. So Bola Tinubu, that's exactly what I'm doing, because I've learned from tough, rugged politicians. "19. With the hostilities you've shown Igbo people in Lagos. You remember himself and Akinolu, to quench above Lagos, said to the Igbo people they should go and jump into the Atlantic Ocean. You remember that? Will you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, be fair? Will you be a fair leader to the Igbo people? And do you think you deserve their trust? This time around, I'm not talking about some of your Igbo-made people, such as Joe Igbokwe and a few, just one or two of them. No, I'm not talking about those moronic elements. Last but not the least, the number 20 question you need to answer: what are your plans for Nigeria? What are your plans for education? Don't tell us you will turn Nigeria to be Dubai, because I've been showcasing that, and you are now, all of you are now pouncing on the stream from this platform. I know you guys watch it. You watch it behind. Sometimes, they will come in. Do I care? No, I don't care. But I know you watch the stream. So why are you now, why do you think it is now time? And you think it is proper that, oh, you will turn Nigeria to be Dubai in how many years? If you had done that in Lagos to create the paradise in 8 years in Lagos, and subsequent ones that you've installed after you. Babatunde Raji Fashola, who served another 8 years of 2 terms. Ambode, come on. I won't have that gut to question you, Bola Tinubu. So the moment you come into the public stage, the public arena, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if that is your real name, the moment you set your foot into the center stage to declare your interest to vie for the highest public office in the land, come on, man, to contest. You owe it to all Nigerians to clear these gray areas of your life. Episode 141 of The Bleeding Edge is what you're listening to. Abiodun Kayode, good evening. Let's go through some other details. Got a couple of stuffs lined up for you guys. Yes, I can see. I'll acknowledge you guys. Yes, let's do it this way. Abiodun Kayode, good evening. Let me bring in the next clip. And you can clearly see why. Now, I want you to please have a look at this and then see how some moronic people are so dumb that they don't even know their rights from their wrongs. Now, this one is coming your way. Yinka Adeniji, you said, let me post your comment. What was the sin of Ambode, who relatively did so well for Lagos, but Bola Tinubu removed him at all cost? I think he needs that. I'm not going to answer that. Now I know they watched the stream. Adegoke Adejare, you said, who is my candidate for 2023, Oga Frank? I don't have any candidate. No. I don't have any candidate. No. Okay, whatever candidate that is provided, you lot. Now, I want you to please remember this. Let me see if I can bring in this tape. Where do I keep it? Where exactly do I keep it? Let me see. Okay, let me first of all play you this one. Listen to this one. Listen to this.
But I'm saying the truth.
Listen. You see all these fools? These are men. They call themselves men of God.
Who were nobody to become somebody. He made numbers. Ajimobi. Dababiolo. He made them. He made them.
You see that? You see that?
What's the one
you see all these moronic
he made them.
pastors
personal ambition wa gbogbo lójú lónìí gbogbo ló wá ń dalẹ̀ ọkùnrin tó sọ wọn ní. He made senators, he made governors, he made ministers, he made the vice president.
He made the vice president.
Gbogbo ọgbà yẹn ọtí wípé bóyá èèyàn burúkú ni o.
You see, àwọn tó ti lọ gba owó tó ti ta future àwọn ọmọ wọn ara wọn rè Prophet Gabriel Evans ara wọn nìyẹn.
ọtí gbà yẹn kékeré ṣe democrat lónìí ó wá kàn ẹsẹ tó kékeré ṣe democrat ẹ wá lọ ní mọ ẹsẹ sọjọ yẹn burúkú ẹ nígbà tí wà ní kókó bí kò ṣe.
ó máa kú ní tó ń bá lọ sẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa kú ní tó ń bá lọ sẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa bọ́ sẹ́ẹ̀. ẹ̀mí Bọ́lá Tinubu máa bọ́ sí eléyìí sẹ́ẹ̀. ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ sí eléyìí sẹ́ẹ̀. I swear. ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ sí. I'm looking for this particular tape into which I streamed live, and I think somebody actually came. Somebody somewhere actually criticized and even oh dear. Sometimes in this world, Mowa taping, and I think I had it somewhere. I think I had it somewhere. Let me check this one, whether it is here. Let me check this one. I know I've got many of them here. Okay. No, it's not that one. What about this one? No, it's not that one that I want, actually. I think I'm in the wrong one. Move back. Let me go into this one. Can it be here? Yes, I found it. And let me do this. Grandpa Oramio, I'm going to play it again. Yeah, I found it because I know I needed to do this. And you see, you've got that one. Now, what about this one? What about a guy called Tunde Bakari? Hear what Tunde Bakari too had to say. Screwed up human beings. Watch this.
Look, I'm telling you the truth. Accept your humble pie, eat it. When you were sleeping, as Bola Tinubu was working there, he secured Lagos.
You see that?
Secured Oyo, secured Osun, secured Ekiti, secured Ondo, secured Edo.
On drugs money. On drugs. Look at this one.
And you think he never got what to now say come and take. No. He's not a fool. Jeffrey is not an idiot.
Pastor politician.
Stop all this nonsense.
You see that?
Ancestry. You will kill your heroes. Those who can deliver you, you will put them aside.
Let them die. They're no good anyway. You see? You see?
They don't have Ashishon. All they have is Shaka. You know what Shakabula is? They don't.
You see that?
He that has ears to hear.
gbogbo wọn ní revolution máa consume àtẹlẹ́yìn náà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o.
Ojo bẹ́ẹ̀ kan sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà lè jẹun pa stop plotting killing against someone. He had his past, you have yours. Even Pope has a past. Don't let me expose your men of God.
The men of God, he's referring to Pastor Adeboye. He's referring to Adeboye, Pastor Adeboye. You see, if you don't know, I'm telling you now. Yes, he's referring to Pastor Adeboye as those men of God. Yes. Let's bring in Grandpa Oromio with this expose on 2023. See, this caused friction in some quarters earlier on. It is coming. Guys, watch this.
Mo kí gbogbo ilé o. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, mo kí ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, ẹ̀yin àbúrò wa àti ẹ̀yin ọmọ wa gbogbo. Mo kí ẹ̀yin lóyè, mo kí ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba, mo kí yín tológun, mo kí yín tẹ̀ṣọ̀tẹ̀ṣọ̀. A kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Adéyínká Òkúsẹ̀yìndé tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Grandpa Oromio ni èmi ń jẹ́. Mo ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ láti ìlú London. Inú mi dùn gan fún àpéjọpọ̀ yìí lónìí nítorí pé gbogbo tó bá ti jẹ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá àti ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè Yorùbá ó máa ń dùn mọ́ mi láti pé kí n kópa nínú ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fún ìgbárùkù tí gbogbo èèyàn wa tí ẹ bá wa ní fún àwọn ọmọ yín, àwọn ìgbọ́n wa, àwọn àbúrò wa, àwọn ọmọ wa, ọmọ bàbá Jílẹ̀yẹ àti Ṣàngóníyì fún ìfilọ́lẹ̀ eré àgbéléwò ti ilẹ̀ olómìnira ilẹ̀ Oòduà èyí tí wọ́n fi lọ́lẹ̀ ní òní ní Òṣogbo. Ó dùn mí díẹ̀ wípé mi ò ní àǹfààní àti wà ní Nàìjíríà kí n lè wà ní ibẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ara àti gbogbo ọkàn ni mo fi wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú yín nítorí pé àwa náà ti ń pariwo lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Oòduà pé ká gba òmìnira ti ara wa, ká bọ́ lóko ẹrú, kí ògo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá kó lè tàn, kí gbogbo bí Elédùmarè ṣe fẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ wa kó rí kókó wa tàn káàkiri àgbáyé bí Elédùmarè ṣe dá wa kó lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa. Tí àwa kan dẹ̀ ní ìgbàgbọ́ pé tí Yorùbá ò bá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, ògo yìí Nàìjíríà tá a wà a máa bù mọ́lẹ̀ lọ títí ni. Ó dẹ̀ ti bù mọ́lẹ̀ débi tí gbogbo wa gan àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ríran àdẹ̀ tí ń tún ìwà ara wa pa nísìn. Inú mi dùn gidi gan torí pé láti bí ọdún kan tí a ti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ tí a ti ń pariwo láti òkè òkun níbí, tí a bá wo àwọn àsìkò yẹn sí àsìkò yìí, ìyàtọ̀ ti wà nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà ni wọ́n ti wá ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń rí ohun tí a ń rí tí a fi ń pariwo láti ìgbà yẹn pé ẹ jẹ́ ká dìde ká jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa, ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, kí gbogbo èdè wa àti àṣà wa tó ti ń wọmi tó ti ń parun ká lè gbé lárugẹ. Èdùmàrè á dẹ̀ tì wá lẹ́yìn. Ní òní mo fẹ́ ká bára wa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí nítorí pé oríṣiríṣi ni àwọn èèyàn wa náà máa ń sọ níbí àti ní Nàìjíríà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tí a polongo èyí. Inú mi dùn gan ohun tí àwọn ọmọ wa méjèèjì tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe láti pé kí àti polongo pé ká fi orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ ká dá dúró yẹn pé kí wọ́n lè ṣe eré àgbéléwò yìí kó lè túbọ̀ kan ara lé àtàrà oko, nítorí pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo sọ pé inú mi dùn pé ìpolongo yẹn ó ti ń ranlẹ̀ ju bí ti ọdún kan oṣù mẹ́fà oṣù mẹ́jọ sẹ́yìn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn tiẹ̀ tí ì rí táwọn rí nígbà yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n kò tí ì débi kankan. So iṣẹ́ sì pọ̀ tá a máa ṣe láti pé kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa nílé lóko kí wọ́n lè káwọn náà lè máa rí bá ṣe ń rí wípé ọ̀nà àbáyọ kan ló wà fún ìran Yorùbá, òun náà ní pé kí a dá dúró. Nítorí náà mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí fún dídarapọ̀ tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ní òní. Mo dẹ̀ gbàdúrà pé a sòsò rere. Àkíyèsí tí mo fẹ́ pe àwọn èèyàn wa sí, tí mo dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ kí oníkálukú náà máa fi bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀, nítorí pé wọ́n ní páṣá òfura gẹ́gẹ́ bí òwe ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ẹ foríjì mí. Nítorí náà àwọn kan sì wà nínú àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ election 2023. Àwa kan dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé kán má fọkàn sí. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ máa rí pé a máa ń pariwo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́, àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ní gbogbo gbà. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan tilẹ̀ wà tí wọn ò mọ ìdí tá a fi ń pariwo àwọn ọ̀dọ́. Nítorí pé àkọ́kọ́ náà ẹ̀yin lẹ pọ̀ jù. Èkejì, ẹ̀yin lẹ ní ẹnájì tẹ́lẹ̀ fi ṣe gbogbo ń tá ń sọ yìí. Ìkẹta, ọjọ́ ọ̀la yìí gangan ò ní ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dálé lórí. Nítorí ẹ̀rọ èmi tẹ̀mí bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sìn, gbogbo ariwo pé ẹ jẹ́ ká dá dúró, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ká lè kí ìlú lè dá, kọjọ́ làwọn wá lè dá, kó ń ṣe torí tara wa ilé kù táwa ìfẹ́ lò ní ayé. Ó ti lé lọ́gbọ̀n ọdún tí mo ti kúrò nílùú Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí sí lóyìnbó, ẹgbọ́n tí mo ní grandpa ọ̀rọ̀ mìíràn sí, àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí sí lóyìnbó gan ti ń bímọ, wọn ò dẹ̀ lé wa, wọn ò lé àwata, lóòótọ́ àwata ń pariwo ẹ̀ láti lóyìnbó náà tó nǹkan torí ọmọ àlè pọ̀, àwọn kan ò dẹ̀ tí ì rí báwa kan ṣe ń rí. Gbogbo àwata ń pariwo ìsìn gan bóyá àti ìdù ìdá kan nínú ìdá mẹ́wàá àwata wà lóyìnbó lọ, ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ò lè rí bákan náà. Ṣùgbọ́n kí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan jí ká pe àkíyèsí sí, wọn ò dẹ̀ lé wa kúrò nínú òyìnbó, lóòótọ́ wù wá ká wálé sílùú bàbá wa, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin ló kàn jù ọjọ́ ọ̀la yẹn ní dáfẹ́ pariwo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́. Nítorí náà tá a bá rí ẹni tó sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ 2023, ó yẹ ká máa pàkíyèsí wọn sí wípé òun kọ́ ni ọ̀nà fún Yorùbá. Nítorí pé tí ó bá di 2023, ohun tó burú jù tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ìbànújẹ́, tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ìfàsẹ́yìn tó máa mú Yorùbá wọ oko ẹrú, oko ìparun gan ni máa pè láéláé, ní tí àwọn èèyàn wa bá lọ dìbò. Nítorí tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ dìbò ẹ pọ̀ ohun tó máa ṣe fún wa ni pé wọ́n máa fún wa ní ọmọ Yorùbá kan láti jẹ olórí Nàìjíríà. Ohun tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ nǹkan tó burú pátápátá fún ìran Yorùbá ni kí ọmọ wa di president ní 2023 tẹ́ bá lọ dìbò. Kò ní mú ìlọsíwájú kankan wá bá ìran Yorùbá. Ó máa sọ wá sí oko ìparun ni. Màá dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé. Nítorí pé kò sí ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n fi síbẹ̀, nǹkan kan ní kí gbogbo àkọ́kọ́ mọ̀ dájú. Kò sí ẹnikẹ́ni tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tó lè di ààrẹ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, tá di president Nàìjíríà, tí kì í bá ṣe pé àwọn Haúsá, àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n gbà láyè láti débẹ̀. Kò ṣeé ṣe, kò súnmọ́ wa kankan, ó jẹ́ Tinubu ni ó jẹ́ oníkẹ́ni tó wù kó jẹ́ ní ọmọ Yorùbá, tán bá máa fi sí ipò pé kó di olórí ààrẹ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, àwọn Haúsá yìí, àwọn Fúlàní náà máa fi sí ibẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti débẹ̀ kò sí tó lè ṣe o, kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣe fún ìran Yorùbá. Nǹkan kan tí ìran Yorùbá tá a dẹ̀ nílò tó lè mú ìlọsíwájú bá wa, tó lè yọ wá ní oko ẹrú, ó ní òmìnira ara wa ká dá wà ká má sí nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́. Ọmọ wa kankan ò lè di president kò ṣe o, kò lè ṣe é ṣe o. Tó bá ṣe èmi ni wọ́n sọ pé kí n wá di president Nàìjíríà mi ò lè ṣe o, mi ò lè pín Nàìjíríà o. Kò wọ́ọ̀kì bẹ́ẹ̀. Ohun tí a gbọ́dọ̀ understand ni pé democracy ni. Ẹni tán bá fi síbẹ̀ tó bá wu ohun gan láti ṣe pé kó pín Nàìjíríà kí Yorùbá dá dúró, wọn ò ní jẹ́ kó rí ṣe. Nítorí pé ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè kò ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló kàn máa sọ pé ó yá òun fẹ́ ṣe. Constitution Nàìjíríà tán dẹ̀ fi ń ṣètò ìdarí ìlú wa kò fi ààyè sílẹ̀ pé kí wọ́n pín ìlú Nàìjíríà. Nígbà tó ń bá dẹ̀ di ààrẹ tí wọ́n búra fún, constitution yẹn ló máa búra lé lórí pé òun máa rí dájú pé òun tẹ̀lé constitution tá ń sọ yìí. Kò dẹ̀ fàyè kó pín Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀. Nítorí náà nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ pín Nàìjíríà ó láti lọ wá bó ṣe máa gba referendum tó máa lọ bá àwọn ti House of Senate, House of Rep pé ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe referendum káwọn èèyàn wa kan sọ bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ túká àbí wọ́n fẹ́ wà papọ̀. Kò dẹ̀ lè gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí torí kó mọ̀ pé tó bá gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn àwọn ará bí wọ́n pọ̀ jù wá lọ. Wọ́n á dìbò, wọ́n á impeach ẹ̀, wọ́n á dìbò, àwọn náà ní nọ́mbà tó pọ̀ jù nítorí pé wọ́n pọ̀ jù wá lọ, wọ́n á yọ ní ààrẹ. Nítorí náà kò sí ọmọ Yorùbá kankan tó débẹ̀ tó lè ṣe. Oko ìparun la ń lọ yẹn. Tọmọ wa bá wà ń bẹ̀ tó lu ọdún 8 táwọn Fúlàní wà káàkiri tí wọ́n ń gbalẹ̀ wa lọ. Nígbà tó wọ́n bá máa lọ ọdún 8 tán tó máa gbé ìjọba padà fún àwọn Fúlàní, àwọn tó wà nínú igbó tá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣíwẹ̀ wọ́n á ti wà bẹ̀ ní 20 ọdún ti lé. Wọ́n á ti gba local government, wọ́n á ti pọ̀, kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe sí. Tán bá dìde tán láwọn fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí du ipò gómìnà àbí ipò òṣèlú ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, kò sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe sí. Nítorí pé òfin kan fi ààyè sílẹ̀ fún wọn. Èyí tó wà ní Èkó ó ti ń sọ fún wa lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó kò sí ipò òṣèlú tóun àtàwọn ọmọ táwọn ò lè contest fún ní Èkó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni òótọ́ ni. So àwọn náà dẹ̀ ní agbára ní Àbújá, agbára federal. So tá a bá lọ ṣèèṣì lọ sọ pé ọmọ wa náà ni ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣe ó ti dààrẹ ẹ yẹ ká máa, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ìran Yorùbá fẹ́ in fact ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gan ohun tó lè mú ìparun bá ìran Yorùbá ní nǹkan tí òyìnbó ní essential issue.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ o.
Kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ èpè. Ọ̀rọ̀ pé Jésù ò ní jẹ́ àwùsùbí láìkọ́ tí a bá lọ gọ́ tá bá máa rí 60 sí 80 ọdún ìran Yorùbá lè parun nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Nítorí pé ohun tó ṣe ni kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ àdúrà. Torí tán bá gbalẹ̀ wa báwo náà lè ṣe máa gbalẹ̀ wa lóòótọ́ gan tá bá ní káwọn sí wọ́n ti gbà gangan. Torí mi ti máa sọ wọ́n yàn pé kò ṣe pé kán má gbalẹ̀ wa, wọ́n ti gbà fẹ́ gbà padà ní adẹ̀sí ní opportunity àti gbà padà nísìnyí. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ti di pé wọ́n lọ fi ọmọ wa ṣe ààrẹ ní 2023 mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Torí àwa Yorùbá ìsìn la máa jó tá máa yọ̀ ọmọ wa ti dààrẹ o, ọmọ wa ti dààrẹ o. Irọ́ ayé Yorùbá bàjẹ́ nìyẹn o. Ọmọ wa di ààrẹ ó máa pa Yorùbá máa pa wọn ni. Torí ọdún 8 ló máa fi wà ń bẹ̀. Ọdún 8 tó máa fi wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ má gbàgbé pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n ti yabo ilẹ̀ wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Àwọn kan ti wà káàkiri inú igbó, mi ò tiẹ̀ sọ àwọn tán ń pààyàn, tán ń kidnap, tán fẹ́ràn jókòó. Àwọn kan wọ́n.
I will stop that there because I've played that before. It's fast coming to 3 hours. 2 hours, 40 minutes exactly. Kemi Bello, yes. Good evening. Inka Adeniji, good evening. Although you're not commenting, but I can spot you, Kemi Bello, there. And I think yes, let me take it. Baba T, let me post your comment. Dr. Akimumi, yes, additional, is the 8th elected president of the African Development Bank Group. African Development Bank Group, do you know, is a branch of the World Bank and IMF. Yes, you heard. is a branch of the World Bank and IMF. Yes, Daranijo Juan. You said someone up to date with the new world. Thank you. And Adegoke Adejari. Like you said, who is my candidate? I don't have any candidate because it's a hopeless. That was why I played Grandpa Oromio's tape. Abiodun Kayode, good evening. Yes, Akins. Yes, you said investigative journalism. Thank you for that, Akins. Tito Fat Adenito. Guys, Babati, you said Frank Bello 2023. No, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Okay, now that we are unable to go into the meaty part of the whole thing in the next episode, episode 142, we're going to go into a little bit deeper into Bola Ahmed Tinubu once again, and then Yemi Osinbajo, and then between IBB, OBJ, and Abdusalam Abubakar and Danjuma. Now, don't forget, there's a new publication that it's on in the making, in the cooler, in the kitty. I've got a title for it. It's either going to be News Today or News Breed, as in news and then breed. BREED, News Breed. Yes, because of the fact that we are just at the point of being handicapped, this publication will be coming every fortnight, once every 2 weeks, and we will dissect things. And thank God for electronic dissemination of information. And it's going to be available if you want to download the e-flip-up book. The e-flip-up book will be £1. If you want the printed version, I guess many people will go with the e-flip-up book, because if it is released, that means the e-flip-up publication can be downloaded, within seconds, so long as, and then the e-flip-up book will be cheaper anywhere in the world, because you want the printed specification. That will cost £2.50 inclusive of postage anywhere in the world. Although I've not really weighed the grammage or the weight of the stock, that is the paper. And when that is done, yes, if you want the printed version, yes, the printed version will be available. But for it to go extremely wide will be a flip-up book, and the e-flip-up book, if you subscribe to that, will be locked up with your email, and it is only you that can actually preview the e-flip-up book through your email anytime it is published. Guys, let's bring episode 141 of the hashtag Bleeding Edge, our usual series, to an end. The time in London is 21:48. Today, Saturday, the 15th day of the first month of January 2022. Guys, thank you for watching the stream. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, just like Babati and Esther Ewetuga watching the stream on YouTube. Share it and then click the bell button on YouTube so that whenever I come live, you are alerted. And if you prefer to watch the stream right all the way on any of the feeds on Facebook, click following and you'll get the alert. Guys, It's been a pleasure that you've cruised with me, and definitely hopefully tomorrow you will at some point in time sail away with me into episode 142 of The Bleeding Edge. Guys, thank you for watching the stream. It's been my pleasure, and we're going to do it again in episode 142 of The Bleeding Edge. Until that time, take good care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless you. Good night.